You know, Dre, you asked me a really good question. You was like, yo, what has Bynum done for the melanated community?
Mm-hmm.
So me and you, we happen to fall into the same article
Yeah.
and we're reading it, and I'm like, I'm just reading it, and
Yeah.
it says, oh, we reduced this for black families. We redid this. Only thing they did was just added black at the end of everything they said.
It was for everybody, every culture, every creed could get this, but they just put for black people at the end of the little sentence thing. You know what I'm saying? But
so Bynum's first, I think it's 90 days or 100 days in office. I'm going to go with, I think it's 90 days.
Yeah.
He didn't have anything for us. Nothing for the melanated community. He didn't. There was nothing on that paper for us. But he helped the Asians. He helped everybody else.
How he helped the Asians?
Because you know the whole COVID thing happened. So I'm pretty sure. I think they got reparations for that. You know, and no, it was some type of act because people was there's like hate crimes.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So, but it's like this is what I don't understand, and I'm gonna say this: we went through 400 years of slavery, right? Holocaust lasts for 2 years. And after the Holocaust ended, we still was going through slavery. My thing is this, why does everybody pretend like we just didn't get out of slavery? And amazingly, we still have black people that's thriving more than people that this system is not built for us. You feel me? It's built for other people, but we're thriving in it, you know? And what irks me is that somebody could sit here and be like, oh, you know, the Holocaust was crazy or this was crazy. Listen, I got pulled over. I didn't have none in the car, but because of my skin color, cops searched the car from top to bottom. You feel me? Officer didn't even ask me my name. I had my tag from my school. I showed it to him. He didn't even believe me. You feel me? This is the things I have to deal with to this day. The things I have to deal with. But it's like whenever somebody talks about the Holocaust or something else, we can't talk about it. But we get shot on the street. And nobody cares. And I'm going to just say it like this. I'm not a racist, but if you're a person who act like you don't see what's going on with us and then sit here and say, well, that's not my problem, but I don't want y'all to get mad because that's not our problem. Yes, that's going to be a problem because those same black people will stick up for you if something happens. So you'll take me sticking up for you, but when it's time to stick up for me, you're going to run. And I said this to somebody, like even my son, if he has a white friend, you cannot hang around my son if you're willing to risk your life. And that's when my son gets older. If my son's 13 and he's hanging around with his white friend or he's 16, they're driving around, listen, you got to be willing to die for my son because my son will do the same thing.
Yeah.
If you're not willing to, I don't want you around him. You could call that racist or whatever, but I got to protect minds, period, by any means necessary. And I feel like as black people, we look blindly into certain things and we think, oh yeah, they have our best interests, and they really don't. You feel me? You have to understand people's motives because your kids are nothing to play with. My son, he could be 16 driving a car, get pulled over because I didn't teach him where to put the registration or the insurance. It could result in him getting shot. That's a real thing and the fact that people don't care about it, and there are people that show remorse, but it's mainly people who still told the Holocaust 2 months and we had to listen, shut up, because we still was going through slavery. Come on, man, show us some type of damn support. You feel me? Like we're just getting out of it and we're still trying to get on top and we're trying to make sure that the field is even.
Yeah, check it out though. Biden, I think it was a clip out there. We both talked about it. Biden actually voting for that bill to crack down, give crazy time for people that had crack. And the people that was having crack back in the days wasn't majority whites. It was majority black people.
And these penalties range from an automatic 5 years in jail for any person caught with a rock of crack cocaine, a piece of crack cocaine as small as a quarter. I don't have a quarter with me, but if you visualize what one looks like, yeah, I do have a quarter. If you have a piece of crack cocaine no bigger than this quarter that I'm holding in my hand, 1/4 of $1, we passed a law through the leadership of Senator Thurmond and myself and others, a law that says if you're caught with that, you go to jail for 5 years. You get no probation, you get nothing other than 5 years in jail. Judge doesn't have a choice.
So black people's getting crazy time by something Biden passed, all right, with the crack epidemic happening. Has Biden helped black people since he's been in office? Not really. So I say no. Like he like when it came to the rental assistant, they ain't saying 41% of the people that got helped was black people. So he helped us, but by accident, not a direct like bill or something for us, but we vote for them. Where he wouldn't have been in office, it wasn't for us, for black people.
Facts.
So Biden owe us something. And he been doing nothing for us, but you know what he did for Ukraine? How much money he gave to Ukraine?
He gave them a massive amount of money.
$75 billion.
I thought we was broke. I thought the
Not
US
when it
was
comes
broke.
to other people. $75 billion in assistance to Ukraine. And since he's been in office from day one to now, he spent $4.8 trillion. All right?
That's crazy.
The deficit was at 27.6 trillion. Now it's at 32.4 trillion. All right. $1 trillion, if you stack it up in just dollar bills, would go 68,000 miles into outer space. And if you do it, it's with how much exactly? 67,866 miles in outer space. And if you put them end to end, they will go from here past the sun. That's $1 trillion, and he spent almost $5 trillion not on us. So we need to stop supporting people that don't support us.
Facts.
Because if you're a working class black folk, the average black person in USA make $46,000. All right, the last couple of years, we call inflation been between 4% and 9%. So if you got like a 2% raise last year and it's 4% inflation this year, you just lost 2% in your raise. That raise didn't even matter. So if it goes all the way to 9% if your wealth is gone, we get taxed 22% in that bracket if you make $46,000, and life is just getting harder and harder for us under Biden. So why are we gonna be like, hey, let's keep voting for this freaking guy? No, let's stop it. He just fall off bikes and do weird stuff, man. He's clumsy. He like, nah, man.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to
Man, you got to look, people hated Trump, cool, but he gave us tax cuts. And the number one thing with people in the USA that really gives us stress is finances. So if somebody's in office like, hey, we're going to peel back this tax on you, we're going to do this, we're going to help you on that, I'm for that. I'm not for, hey, we're going to, incentivize like people that with bad credit. So we're going to make people with good credit pay for this. And we're going to help more people that have food stamps. So we're going to take money from you. And I'm not with that. I'm with everybody doing their own thing and supporting themselves, So has Biden helped black folks? Hell no. I don't know if he ever will. So next time we vote, man, vote with our heads, man.
But it's like, even when you look at elections, and I have to say this too, and I'll probably catch some fire for it, but even with Obama, and I know a lot of people want to be like, well, Obama, they just wasn't giving him what he wanted. He was trying to get stuff passed, and he wasn't, but he got stuff passed for certain people, and he was in there for 8 years.
Yeah.
You feel me? So how does Trump come in right after him? The unemployment rate was down. You know what I'm saying? Small businesses was thriving. If you had a business,
him a lot of
more
tax
entrepreneurs. Breaks, how is it that he came in and did all of that, but
helped everybody out, even including
Obama
black folks?
Couldn't really do anything. Like
Obama
lying. Was just eye candy. That's what it was. Everybody was so happy they thought they had a black president. He wasn't black. He was Hawaiian, and his mother was white. So it's like, when you sit here and deal with all these factors and you actually looking into things, you got to understand, how is it our president that y'all call was black, which he wasn't black, but he's related to George Bush. You ain't even, they showed, when I was watching the news, Obama. Yo,
Man,
nah, they
come on,
showed this.
man.
They showed this
Yo,
on.
what
They
channel
showed
was
this
that?
on
NBC?
ABC. They showed this on ABC News.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They showed them. They showed all the people Obama was related to.
Okay.
Now, mind you, listen, I'm black. I'm black. All right.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not related to any white person unless my family members marries a white person.
Yeah,
all right.
then you like, that's your cousin-in-law type of thing.
Now,
yeah.
how is it, Obama? You're a black person, but your mother's white. You feel me? And you're a Hawaiian. Like Hawaiian and black is not the same thing, is it?
Hawaiian, you just Hawaiian, just like
It's
you're still
another
American.
race.
Hawaiian, you Hawaiian. It's just an island,
All right.
Hawaii. So you're Hawaiian,
So,
but you could be black, white, or whatever, or just a black, white Hawaiian. That's it.
But it's like when we came in, the thing is that they played on all of us. I was young, so I voted for him. Definitely, I was. Listen, when he won, we was over here. We was playing that Jeezy song. My president is black. My
Yeah, man, I
blue.
remember.
You know?
Bro, back in the days when he became president, like I was watching him for like 4-6 months and stuff like that, man. Really, watching what he's doing. I was celebrating, my president black, and then I'm like, this guy's like everybody else,
nothing changed.
Yeah, nothing changed, and I'm just like, yo, I just ignored it. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just a regular Joe. I mean, a regular politician that say shit and don't do it. So it is what it is.
But it's to me, Dre. That's how I feel about all politicians. Like, excuse me, like I've been let down by these people for years. So I do not believe in our voting system. I really think people, what they need to do is boycott it. That's what they need to do, because I'm going to tell you why. Yeah. They pick our candidates. If you're not if you didn't join a fraternity or you didn't go here, you cannot be on that stage. You feel me? We don't even get to pick. Like if they had, if let's say it was a draft, right? And we had to pick who we wanted in office, we can't pick. They pick. We just pick who we put in there. And I don't even think we really have a say in that, because even Trump was saying there was discrepancies with the numbers and how the numbers wasn't being counted right. And I really honestly believe everybody play a role, but you're not going to tell me to go up there and vote for somebody that's the lesser of the, that's less evil. Yeah.
But that's what it is, bro.
But that makes no sense. So you mean to go up there and tell me, okay, I'm going to choose the devil or choose the devil?
Yo, you're not going to win. But that's what I'm saying. You got to listen to their policies, and whatever policy, will help you more out in your life, then you go with that policy. Because if this president say, hey, we're going to give out more, welfare and this and that, and I'm a welfare person, I'm going to vote for that person. But if I'm a working class person, this guy say, hey, I'm going to give the working class citizen tax breaks and tax incentives and this and that and the third, then I'll vote for that guy. Trust me, man. Like Biden, I never wanted him in office. I'd rather Trump, period. Honestly, he gave tax cuts, tax breaks for businesses, people. Like he didn't say the nicest words and stuff like that. But all these guys are fakes. You remember when Hillary was going on that campaign run, and then she had some hot sauce in her pocketbook? Supposedly, everywhere she goes, she bring hot sauce. And then she was on the Breakfast Club saying that. So if she was on some, another station, a Caucasian station, she would have been saying she bring jelly everywhere she go, or some type of nonsense like that. She wouldn't have been saying she have hot sauce. And then so do Biden. Like when it comes to black folks, he acts a certain way around them, but at the end of the day, he doesn't help us. So big no on Biden for 2024. That guy don't got my vote, man. Let's make a change for real.
For real, do your research.